Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Sorry about the late upload today with this SBC. We had a lot of stuff going on today. So, we are trying out Ogbonna's SBC card today, guys. He doesn't have a loan, so we're going to do the video. He's very expensive, so this cost a couple coins. He's 370k. I don't think he expires, but he is expensive. The card looks insane. The only issues that I have right away, there's like two issues, right? Is it going to be worth it for the links at 370 if you have like a hybrid, right? Because you have to basically go with Italian icons if you're trying to go outside the Premier League, because West Ham just doesn't have players to play this guy with. And then secondly, his in-game stat, 79 acceleration is good, but when you have 87 pace, that is concerning because that should be a lot higher. But Ogbonna's been a beast in the history of FIFA, so let's see how he is. Now, testing center backs is always difficult. I'm going to give you guys like my best interpretation. Some center backs that I really like this year: Ferdinand, Boateng, Cannavaro, Van Dijk. So I will be comparing and contrasting a little bit of what this guy offers, and is he kind of that cement force in your back line that's going to be reliable? Right away, trait-wise, he doesn't have any, so no traits on this card. Medium work rates, which is pretty standard for a center back. I mean, that's solid, 6'3", 2-star skills with 3-star weak foot. And then obviously 87 pace, 89 defending, and 88 physical with 82 dribbling is mental. You need to submit an 85 rated overall squad with an Italy player, 75 chemistry, and 85 rated overall squad with a Premier League player. And then you need to submit an 86 rated squad with a 70 chem requirement, Team of the Week moments or Team of the Week players 1, Primex players pack, small Rogo players pack, and a rare election players pack are kind of all of the things you need to get this card. So it is a lot. So we're going to be giving an honest review today, guys, because when a card is a lot of coins, we got to be real about it, right? We got to be like, hey, is this going to be worth it? So we're going to get the walkout. We're not going to be able to open up the packs. We are not going to be able to open up the packs. That is the only problem, because we're saving packs in this account for Team of the Season. So, yeah. So let's talk about the card for a second. Just other than his face stats. 79 acceleration, 93 sprint speed, so very rapid. Wish the acceleration was higher, but I'm not going to give that bias when I'm playing with him. I'm going to just try to feel like, is he good? Is he not good? 73 agility, 72 balance, very good for a center back to be able to transition and be good on the ball. 90 short passing and 88 long passing is very impressive. Very good stats for a center back again. Finishing, I mean, honest, corners are kind of dead this year, so who really cares about that? Interceptions at 90, very good. Heading accuracy at 86, very good. Defensive awareness at 85 is very good. Stand tackling at 91 is good. So composure at 94 is huge. Ball control is good. Like, he's got good dribbling stats for center back as well. He's got out of this world strength at 95. That's literally crazy. I mean, Boateng has 99. That's why I love him, because he just bodies people. That's why Van Dijk is so good this year. Just bodies people. 88 jumping and then 85 aggression. So when I look at this right away, I think it's a shadow 100%. The reason I think it's 100% a shadow is because with the shadow, guys, you're going to give a plus 15 to the acceleration. That, in my opinion, is the only weakness with this card. If a guy has 95 strength and 88 jumping, you don't need to boost that. If his stamina on a center back is above 70, you do not need to boost that. So I really feel like the shadow is going to be the move. You could do anchor, but I feel like the impact with the shadow is going to be extremely noticeable if you're going to get the 94 acceleration. Now, some people might say, so look at boost the sprint speed by 6, but you're going to get that acceleration boost all the way up to 94 with the shadow. I mean, that's like massive. So I feel like the shadow is the move with the card, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to test them out with the shadow. I feel like that's the best option. So obviously, when it comes to this card, guys, we're going to have to use a Premier League team because he's really a Prem-only player. We will replace Azpilicueta, and we will put him also, guys, at left center back. It's important to, I feel like, putting left-footed players on the left side is something that you should always be thinking about. I hope that we have a shadow in the club. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go buy one. I hope we do have a shadow. I don't know if we do. These things are really expensive these days. We have one shadow, thank God. Okay, so shadow chemistry style is going on him. And then you guys can see plus 15 acceleration. Then we're going to get the max on interceptions. You know it's what we're paying for. So let's see what we could do formation-wise, what we have available to us today. We probably want to have a formation that is going to test him a lot. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to set up the formation that I used this week in League, which was the 3-1-4-2. I'm going to just set this up real quick because I really want to test him out as a center back and just see, what he's going to be able to handle as just getting the main defensive load in the team. You know, like that's kind of what we obviously want to test what he can do. You know, as the main guy. Obviously, these two guys are going to be dropping in as midfielders. So if you guys take a look real quick, Ozil, Robertson, and Sissoko we're going to have dropping in. And then Adama and Ozil become our wide players. We'll go Vardy and Bernardo Silva up top. We'll put these guys. We'll do Bernardo Silva as a false 9. Jamie Vardy getting behind. So then we'll have it like this. We'll actually do Robertson at center back instead of Ricardo Pereira. We'll do Ricardo Pereira. Screw it. So we'll probably be able to get the real full test here, you know, with him. I think that's kind of a cool thing to get, too. Like, a true defensive display when it comes to this card. So we've got FUT Champions, guys. I'm fatigued as hell from playing on my main account, so we're only going to play 2 games today. We are 4-0 on this account, I think. 2-0 or 4-0. I'm not too sure yet. So we're going to test him out. We're going to see how he is, guys. I'm mainly looking to see his stock in game. And we're going to have him next to David Luiz, who's like, I think David Luiz was like 500K. So it's kind of a good comparison to have, you know, having him next to such a good player like that. So we'll kind of test him out. We'll see how he does against such a player. So first team, he's already got weekly objective Bellarabi. He's got Messi, Havertz, Konate, Koeman, Timo Werner, Gattuso. Not a bad team. Not the best team I've ever seen. So let's see what we can do. Okay, interesting header, but goes ahead, wins it well there.
And that was a very fine read.
He does not feel clunky on the ball, which is a good sign. His side to side feels pretty good there. So great recovery speed and has the strength there, even going backwards against the basically maxed out pace Werner to hold him off. The recovery speed there was very good. I'm kind of trying to test giving the ball away a little bit in certain positions just to kind of see how he recovers and transitions. All right, guys, so we're going to test out the 45 finishing. And, yeah, there it is. So that, no, 28 finishing, that is what 28 finishing and 45 shooting looks like right there, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
Messi.
Great tackle there. I mean, just shut Messi down.
So there we have it, 2-1.
All over Messi, man. All over. Also, retains possession well. I did take the extra touch out of bounds, but physical presence there, obviously just dominating a player like Messi.
Can he finish this?
He misses a chance in front of net and goes offside. So the potential attacking positioning with this card is not so good.
He's been the standout for his side so far.
All right, here we're going to go. I want to see his transition there. So his transition over wasn't the best right there. I tried to drag David Luiz out of position to see what he would do. The reaction there was a little bit late. But again, it was Lionel Messi making a nice transition run. So there's not too much else I could have done there to stop him. I was just trying to see if the AI transitioned well. But you can see he reacted pretty well. Messi was just on the inside already. So the reactions are definitely decent. It was going to be really hard for him to get in front of Messi there anyway. His positioning there was a little weird. You know, he's positioned a little odd there. I don't know why. Oh, that's a very questionable goal. I mean, that has nothing to do with Ogbonna. Just a very questionable goal. On EA side of things. Number 1, I think he was good. I wasn't too impressed for the price. We're going to switch it up this game. We're going to go back to a 4-2-3-1 so we can so you guys can also see him in a kind of like a general role, right? Not like a weird formation role. I just wanted to test his movement out in that formation. We're going to apply a fitness here, and we're going to test him out in this 4-2-3-1 for game number 2. We're going to kind of continue to see and watch how he plays. Still very curious to know how good he is, man. You know, I thought he was solid in game number 1, but you know, if I were to think about other center backs, Tomori, who's tradable, Eder Militao, some of these other players, is he really that much better? In game 1, I'm not so sure. I'm really not so sure he's that much better, but we will see. We will continue to test, and we will see how he is in game number 2. Alrighty. We got a team, Pirlo, Laudrup. Let's see how we get along.
Losing out to his opponent.
Back giveaway there. Can Ogbonna recover? He did, bro. A very nice recovery. That was against Cristiano Ronaldo. So definitely a very, very good recovery there.
occasionally.
Lone striker will be supported by the three just behind him.
Let's see how he transitions here back into the inside. So when I send David Luiz, he knows that I sent David Luiz, so he goes back into the middle. What a play. Can we finish it with Vardy? We can. 1-0 up, boys.
Things have got to change on both sides.
I want to give the ball away right here, and I want to see how quickly he can transition back. So I'm going to give the ball away. And we're going to see how he recovers. Wow, so just sticks right onto the ball. That should be the strength there. We don't even, obviously, you guys know, we didn't put a chemistry style on him for strength, but he really shows his stock there. Great tackle there, and was able to push the possession over to Kevin De Bruyne, which is good. Get a nice little finish here, hopefully, with Ozil, and that's going to put us up 2-0, guys, early on. Nice little pace there. Dribbles through the attackers. Wow, what a move by Vardy here. What a play by Vardy, man. Puts us up 3-0. I mean, that was a very, very nice play. Very nice play. Wow. Impressed with that. So I think overall, guys, when it comes to this card, I don't really need to play much more to understand how he is. You probably just saw highlights from 3 different games. He's pretty good. I can't lie. He's pretty good. His positioning is very nice. His on the ball positioning works well. So when the opponent's on the ball, he's on the ball. He transitions well. His stock in game is really good. My biggest problem was, is he really that different than an Eder Militao or a Varane or a type of player like that? And I'm not sure if he's all that different. The one thing I would say is he's definitely, I used Flashback Azpilicueta. He does feel a bit better than that card. But is it going to be worth you guys dishing in another 170,000 coins SBC-wise into another defender? I just don't know. I feel like Tomori, who's tradable. I don't know how much Tomori is, right? But Tomori was pretty comparable with this card. Tomori is a Future Stars card, guys. Obviously, he's 460k on the market. You know, give or take, that's 60k difference, right? No, that's about 100k difference between the SBC. I can't do math. But I just don't know. I thought he was good, guys. I really thought he was good. I don't want to see you guys, unless you really want this card, put your coins into the SBC. Is basically the way I'll word it. And I got to keep it real with you guys on these reviews. He transitions, his positioning, everything is good. It's just another defender that is less than 90 rated, and I already know that whenever Team of the Season does come, we're going to get a lot of good Prem center backs. And there's a lot of other good center backs to come. So, I don't know, guys. I probably would pass on this one. If you have a Prem team, he's very good. So, if you're a guy that really wants to get this card, there's nothing wrong with this card. I just don't think he's that different than other center backs. When I use Boateng, when I use Rio, I'm like, holy moly, these guys are like pushing people. This guy wasn't as much of a bully, I felt like, as those guys, but was still very good. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.